Some of the ones that are, we have a few that are in wheelchairs, but those are probably our ones that have a little bit higher needs. So if you're comfortable with higher needs, then I need to know that, because you will be given probably a VIP that has higher needs, because not everybody can handle that. And don't be ashamed if you can't, because like I said, it's a tough thing. So at some point, I don't think I've got a Diamond team member in here, do I? No, they all left me. Oh, Brent's here. So as you leave, can you let him know if you're one of those very amazing people who are willing to take on some of our higher special needs? So when you are assigned to a VIP, you're going to be handed a sheet, an 8.5 by 11 sheet. I don't have one with me. I meant to. It's going to have their name on it, their age. It's going to have their information such as allergies, sensory issues. So speaking of sensory issues, we have some. We will not be having any flashing lights because we have a lot that are sensitive that can cause seizures, and we are not looking to create a medical event here. If they have sensory issues, again, you're going to see that blue star on their thing. And if they have allergies, you're going to see the red star. So you need to be aware of that. But your sheet's going to give you all that information. It's also going to give you the information of what they like. And that's going to be on their tag too. So first of all, it's really hard sometimes when you meet somebody new to find a common ground. So on all of their tags, it's going to say, I love horses. Not all of them. Just those who told us they like horses. Some of them they've said that what their favorite movie is or what their favorite superhero is. So there's a common ground. You can talk about that with them. And so understand with people with special needs, you cannot impress them. They're not impressed by how much money you have. They're not impressed by what you do, what car you drive, whether or not you have a multi-million-dollar home. What they're impressed by was the fact that you take time to talk to them, and that you take time to spend time with them. So just remember that that's what they need. They just want that interaction. So, sorry, I get a little passionate about this. So, again, stay with your VIP. That is your job. That is what you're here. I don't know if any of you work as personal service workers, but consider yourself their personal service worker. You are there for them. So, yeah, we understand you might have to go to the bathroom, and that's fine. That's where you're going to get one of us. But you're there for your VIP and to give them the best experience that they can possibly have. Because I know for a fact my daughter could never go to a real prom. And so this is going to meet her needs for a prom, and that's going to be the case with many of these. Like I said, we have 60-year-olds coming, and I don't know that they've ever been to a prom. This might be their one and only time they get that. So we're going to give them the best night we can. Don't hesitate to ask for help. You have a lot of kids who, they stim, so they might be rocking, they might be fidgeting with their hands. That's okay, that's the way they self-calm. And so if it gets a little more and you're worried about it, then just get one of us to step in and kind of sit with you, and we can talk with them and, see if they need something different, if we need to move, if we need to do a completely different activity. So I know that the gym will be very loud. First of all, acoustically, with all that music, it's going to be very loud. We won't have any flashing lights, but it will be loud. We are going to lower the volume of the music, but again, it's just going to be loud. So will the fireside room, because it's karaoke and dinner. So really the only place they can go that's going to be quiet is the quiet room. So, and if we need to open a second quiet room, we will. The reason we chose the nursery is because we have rockers in there, like recliner rockers, and that gives them the ability to just kind of rock and kind of relax. Do you have a question? I do not, but I am intending to send out an email to them, because most of the kids that are sensitive like that have their own. So I'm going to make sure that I recommend that they bring their own. First of all, it's probably more comfortable for them to be having their own headphones. So we'll make sure that they know to bring those, and that will be fine for them to have. They're extremely social. Yeah. 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 So one thing to remember about people with special needs is some of them have bubbles. Don't enter that bubble. And some of them have no bubble. And you will fight all night against that no bubble. My daughter is a hugger. In fact, I think she should be a greeter. We attend here, and she hugs everybody. So, yeah, so just remember that. If you notice they have a bubble, stay out of it. And if they don't, stay out of that no bubble, because that's, it's just a safety thing. Whether they have that or not, no, you're going to figure it out real quick. You're going to figure out real quick if you touch them and they react, you're going to know they have a bubble. If they're constantly hanging on you, laying on you, then they don't have a bubble. 14. And I don't know if we have any 14-year-olds. I haven't looked at the birth dates. So, but 14 is the youngest they can come. So. So the dinner is buffet style. So your job is to help your VIP get their dinner. Now, only if they ask. So don't step in and assume they need help. Some of them are very independent and will let you know they're very independent. And some of them are going to choose to put things together that you make you want to throw up. But, that's okay because they're the one going to eat it. So it will be a buffet style. So there's going to be 3 stations in there. And so one will be a street taco bar. So they can make their own tacos and they can put on whatever they want. One is going to be a tater tot bar and a chicken nugget bar. And then somewhere we're trying to fit in breadsticks with marinara to dip in. And then there's a brownie sundae bar. So it's all buffet style, but we'll have people there to help dish up and to serve some stuff just to make it a little bit simpler. So I know I saw a hand, yes. Which is one of the reasons we're not doing a sit-down dinner. Some of the churches choose to. So Tim Tebow Foundation is very specific about certain things that we can't divert off of. However, how we do the dinner is up to us. We've chosen a buffet style. That way they can come and go as they want. There is places to sit down, but it's not an official, formal sit-down thing. And so the VIPs that are tube-fed will most likely, you just simply won't go through the line or do any of that stuff. Because the ones that I've read, I think have said they're going to do that before they come. So they may want to do karaoke or be by the karaoke or, who knows what. It's just whatever they want to do. It's kind of what you do. So, I think I covered most things. I did not, just so you know, we don't have anybody with a reaction, other than the latex. Latex is really crazy because it can be really bad. So other than that, we don't have anybody who has anaphylactic reactions, so that's a good thing. And we have avoided any food things except for gluten and dairy, and we'll have separate stuff for them. So we shouldn't have any problems. So if you have a gluten or dairy-free person, that will be on their tag, and you need to make sure that the people that are serving, you need to say, my VIP is dairy-free, can we have the dairy-free option? Because we have that in gluten-free as well. So, yes. So we have allowed our buddies to choose for the most part. They can choose because some girls are not comfortable to have a guy be their buddy, and the same with the other way. So I don't know who you're going to get because if they said, I want this, nobody asked for a specific age group. But yes, we will try to pair you pretty much by age group. So, we certainly don't want a 16-year-old buddy girl who's, having, I guess, with somebody who's just a lot older than her. So, so we'll try to do our best for that. But I just don't know. You may, if you're a guy, you may be with a guy. I don't know. So, yes. So good question, because I forgot to mention this. So you as a buddy will be responsible. We will make we'll have the DJ make a brief announcement that in 5 minutes, I'm not sure how we're gonna word it. We're gonna have to figure that out because we don't wanna say it. So you're responsible to do is you're gonna go get the crown. Don't go get it too far in advance, because once they see it, they're generally gonna wanna put it on, and you're gonna put it on them as they get crowned. So they will be on tables covered up in front of the stage by where the DJ is gonna be. So they'll be in the same room, they'll be really easy to get to. You just kind of make your way up there and grab it, and just kind of hold on to it till it's time to put the crown on.
So the way that crowning is going to go, Tim Tebow, we're going to have the video up, and he says this: we're going to crown all of you king and queen of the prom. Okay, so that's when you'll put the crown or the tiara on their head, all right? So that everybody will do it all at the same time. Everybody's going to be clapping and going crazy and have a great time. And then you're just going to stay there because Tim then says a little bit more, okay? And then after that, you'll go on to the rest of the evening. Okay.
Hang on a second, I've got one over here I know I had. They're all the same, so the crowns are all the same. They are adjustable to get around. And we also, and then now the girls have the same, tiaras. We have not had anybody who said anything that they can't handle having that put on. So if they do, honestly, if you have a VIP who you start to put the crown on and they freak out, just back off. They don't have to wear it, or if they don't want it, they don't want to wear it, that's fine too. They do not have to have it. So the VIPs are our guests, and so they're the ones who are getting crowned. They're going to be coming through here. They'll be walking through that door and through the red carpet and over into the gym. So that will happen about 6:45 when they get crowned. So, right, because we were going to do it at the end, but we watched Tim Tebow do his video, and it's very clearly not the end of the prom, so we kind of had to readjust a little bit, so. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you may just have to stand if they have 6 people that they want to be at the table that are all VIPs, you'll just kind of stand with them, so, yes. Well, when I say leave them, I mean, because if you're in the same room and you have to go 10 feet to get the crown, you're okay. But I mean, just don't leave them in that room or put them somewhere, or, so yeah, you'll be fine. I think we'll be okay, as long as we're all in the same room grabbing the crowns. And at that point, there's a lot of people in that room because we're gonna let the parents and caregivers be over there. And that is another thing. So the parents and caregivers, for those of you who have special needs or work with them, it's draining. So we're going to be treating the parents and caregivers to a really nice meal, as Brent talked about. Our goal is to not interrupt that time. We have some massage therapists who are going to be there giving some massages and doing games and stuff, and just having a really nice dinner and just a really relaxing time. So we don't want to cause any problems with the VIPs. That's why our goal is to kind of distract them and kind of move them on. But if we have to, we will get them involved. But so we're trying to avoid having them come to the prom and us coming to them for those 2.5, 3 hours. Jama. when they come, you're gonna all be standing back here in this hallway, and basically, we're just gonna grab one of you. There's about 10 people who are bringing their own buddy. So, and you know who you are, hopefully. Wow, there's nobody raising their hands, so okay, you. So I wonder if they didn't come to the training. Okay. So we have about 10 people who are bringing their own buddy, and so you'll know who you are, and then the rest of you will just know that you'll be paired up with somebody. So, Brent, can you count how many people are in here? I don't know. Yes. Not necessarily. I mean, you can put that, you can let me know, and I can make sure you are with somebody who speaks clearly and is doing, because they've written on there, this person has trouble communicating, very hard to understand. I know one I just read tonight, is actually bringing their PSW with them so they can interpret. So that would be great, because that would be really helpful. That's a good question. Yes. Yeah. But they ask about taking pictures with your VIP. You can, but that is one thing. Never exchange phone numbers or personal information. Don't give them that, and don't take theirs. So they're going to it's going to be a broad, we're given permission to use our photos that are taken at the event. So that's going to mean it's going to go everywhere, because you guys are going to put on Facebook, Instagram, all of that stuff, and they might be doing the same thing. So it's going to have to just be kind of a broad thing for them to say, yes, you can use our photo.
Let's take one more question. Jesse?
Yes. That's a good question. I'll have to ask our videographer, because I know that they're going to be putting together a specific 4 or 5 minute video of the whole night. So we'll see what we can do about that. We'll talk to them.
One more last question.
Yes, so on their paperwork, you will see they have to have given us a name of who is picking them up. And it is perfectly fine, and we will be there as well, that we can ask for ID, that they can show ID and say, yes, this is who I am.
So even the parents and caregivers will have ID, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they should have these as well.
All right, here's what I'd like to do. It's just about 8:30. I want to make sure we have you out of here at 8:30. So Susan asked you if you're willing to help with higher special needs. Come and talk to me. I'm just going to write your name down. And then if you do have some lingering questions for Susan, you can just come up afterwards and ask those questions. Sound good? Hey, I know this is new for most of you. So if we just have this attitude, we're here for this VIP, we're going to make it a special night for them. We're going to ask the Diamond team if we have any questions. This will work, all right? So don't get kind of crazy in your mind, what if, okay? It's all going to work. It's going to be great. Just give your full attention to this VIP, and it's going to be a great night for them. All right, thank you very much. You can ask Susan the question.
I got to say one more. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, on your way out, I need you to stop and tell Angie your name, because she's going to star your name that you're willing to be a buddy. Thank you.
And if you're willing to help with higher special needs, that's you? All right, got it, thank you. And Mo, okay?
Okay.